The Raiders have a new coach, the team bringing in Pete Carroll, who used to be the head coach for the Seattle Seahawks. News 3 sports reporter Jesse Merrick joining us now in studio with more on this. And this is a big get.
Yeah, no, this is huge for them. Look, and you really get a guy like Pete Carroll for a couple reasons. Leadership and culture, those are the biggest things that he brings in. And on top of that, wins. Obviously, that's massive. You know, he has 181 career NFL wins. That's more than the last 14 Raiders coaches combined. So,
wow.
Yeah, obviously they haven't had a guy in that building for quite some time with that kind of resume. So just from that simple fact alone, it's massive. But Pete, again, like I noted, is known for building leadership and culture, again, which is something the Raiders have been lacking over the years. So he can come in and kind of start to build that foundation, you know, for the future, for this team, and kind of right the ship for what's honestly been, you know, a bit of a rocky ride for the Raiders in recent years.
Yeah, and I think that's why so many people are excited about him coming, because he does have that great resume that you just outlined. He's also going to be making history.
Exactly, yeah. He's going to be 74 years old when the Raiders kick off. That'll make him the oldest head coach in NFL history. Wow. Now, obviously, a lot of people detracting, you know, say, oh, well, he's too old, all these different things. But when you go and look at the Raiders, they've had 12 head coaches in the last 20 years. That's more than any other team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Coaches have not lasted long with the Raiders, so what are we sitting here talking about longevity for? But if he signed a 3-year deal with a 4th-year team option, all right? If he goes for those 3 years, that's where he can build that foundation for this team. And you go back and look throughout his resume, when he was at USC in college, within 3 years, he had that team in the top 5 and built a perennial power that went on to win a national championship. Then he goes to Seattle, goes 7-9 his first 2 seasons, actually goes to the playoffs in his first season with the Seahawks, but then turns them into a power in the NFL. They go to back-to-back Super Bowls and win one of them. So again, this is a guy that's shown he can build and develop. But on top of that, too, you go and look at John Spytek, the hire that they got at their general manager from the Buccaneers. Over there, he and Tom Brady helped bring Bruce Arians out of retirement. He was 69 at the time. They bring in Todd Bowles as the defensive coordinator to kind of be that coach in waiting. We could see something similar to that with the Raiders and with Pete Carroll. This is a guy that's really developed talent in the coaching ranks as well. So we could see something like that for them as well.
I'm excited. Forward. And what do they say? Experience is a good teacher?
Exactly. And you can't get anything but experience with a guy like this that's got it for so many years.
All right, I'm excited. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. Thank you so much for breaking it all down.
Yeah.
So knowledgeable. We love Jesse. All right, thanks so much, Jesse. Well, meanwhile, our Andrew Demura caught up with some of the fans to get their take on this, and here's what he learned.
Fans we spoke to say that they are pumped to hear that Pete Carroll will be the team's next head football coach.
Raiders!
Yeah, you can hear the chants there. Pete Carroll brings needed stability to an organization that has gone through head coaches like tissue paper as of recently. They recently cut ties with head coach Antonio Pierce last season. Carroll spent 14 years in Seattle, taking the Seahawks to the playoffs 10 times, along with winning Super Bowl 48. And he only had 2 losing seasons. He took a year off last year from coaching, but fans believe he will bring a much-needed culture shift in a tough AFC West. We're also fans of the hiring of new GM John Spytek.
Good veteran coach. I think that, we still need to work on some positions like QB, but I think it'll be a good thing.
He brought Brady over to Tampa, won a Super Bowl, so hopefully he can do the same. And that Bucs team has been pretty consistent playoff-wise, so hopefully he can build something that lasts for a while here.
Carroll will make history this year by being the oldest head coach. He turns 74 in September. We're here outside of Allegiant Stadium. I'm Andrew Demura, News 3.
All right, so you heard what they thought about this. So what do you think about Pete Carroll as the Raiders head coach? Let us know by heading on over to news3lv.com.